What is going on, guys? You are at DC for qualifying today, and I got my friend Extreme Speed up here in the booth. I am Fuel the Bandicoot. You know what it is. We got the finale championship week here.
And it's going to be a fun weekend, guys. We got Nick Mace out here and Jesse Turner and Jake Bassinger fighting for the championship as Jeff James is a big long shot. Here comes Charles Jackson out on the racetrack.
Charles Jackson, he's had a very, very miserable season. He started off with Blue Flare all year long. Blue Flare was finally like, you know what, we're tired of you racing in our cars, and fired him, and Mountain Dew Racing picked him up, and he has still not done anything very well with Mountain Dew Racing. He's the first car to take to the track.
I think Charles Jackson, though, at Mountain Dew Racing has done a lot better, though, than that Blue Flare. He's had his moments so far this year.
Down here on the inside, Cody Lamas, his biggest moment of this whole entire year has to be Ohio, where he almost won. He was battling with James Sorfox and Jordan Davis. Davis ended up winning that race there. Cody Lamas comes in this race 30 points to the good on Cooper Cyron for the Rookie of the Year standings. Cody Lamas may be the Rookie of the Year driver after DC is done.
Here comes Nick Mace out on the racetrack. He's had an up and down year. Minus the DNFs, he would probably, I don't know, he'd have a big point lead if he didn't have all those DNFs.
Nick Mace with like 10 DNFs this entire year in that low Chevrolet, and I'm sorry for the mic quality and I'm sorry for the lag. I have tried to fix it, but maybe it'll get better, maybe not, I don't know. Dom Capps in the 3 car, he's one of the guys returning for next season. He's not had the best season. For Monster Energy there, he's had Kyle Collins, Rick Schultz, Jeffrey Lynn. A lot of different guys have drove with him for Monster Energy Racing for that 4 car, but the 3 car has stayed Dom Capps all year, and Capps has been very close to winning some races, and maybe he can close out the deal and win just one more race.
Here's our Talladega winner, Chris Louvier. He had a great showing last week at Talladega, passing Luke Martin on the final laps there.
On the inside there, Ryan Acosta. He also gave Dodge their first win this whole entire year. Dodge only has 1 win this year, and that was when he won at Atlanta. And ever since then, it's been a downhill spiral for Ryan Acosta. Acosta has not really had the best runs here. Michael White with Turner Fenway. Jesse Turner, Jake Bassinger battling for a championship, while Michael White has done very mediocre. He's been basically done nothing. But Michael White will be returning to Athanol Motorsports, which is a downgrade, but
maybe he can pick himself up.
Maybe he can pick himself up. We've seen Matthew Rodriguez in the 55 car. There's Jeffrey Lynn. He's actually racing next year as well. We'll get to that story here in a little bit. Matthew Rodriguez, just like we're saying, this is Michael White's new ride for next season. Matt Rod has done very, very well for this little team here. He got a win at Texas World, very, very surprising win. He kept up with Sean Perkins, the only car, ran second most of the race at Fontana.
Yeah, he did really well at Fontana there.
See, Matthew Rodriguez, he's driving for Horizon Group next year, taking over Cooper Cyron's car, which is a real good car. Cyron.
Jordan Davis here, he's done a fantastic year. I mean, he's not in the championship fight, but he's done really well.
He missed the Daytona 500, and he also he's like right up there inside the top 10 in points. And Jordan Davis, if he can finish inside the top 10 in points, which he probably will, by missing the Daytona 500 and having a very solid year, getting back to victory lane after many, many seasons, Jordan back on top.
And he'll be joining Mace Enterprises next year as well, and with a great team we have for next year.
Mace Enterprises is going to have a big, big team for next season. Sky Commons not returning for Qualifiers Racing. Qualifiers Racing going over to Martin Motorsports. That's going to be what the team name is going to be. Commons not returning to that team. He's actually going to be driving for Red Bull Racing. His teammate Jeff James got eliminated from the championship fight after last weekend. He has 5 wins this year. He got 5 wins this year, and 1 more win, he ties Eugene Max for the most wins of a season with 6. Jeff James, a lot of eyes are on him here if he can get that 1 exclusive win he's been trying to get here. 1 more win. Going through the field here. Richard Johnson.
He's had an off year.
He's had an off year. He's been off and on all year. Sean Harpole, I think we talked about him earlier, maybe not, but Harpole did really well at Talladega, was running second with 2 to go, could have won there for Sums Racing, underfunded team there. Richard Johnson joining Mace Enterprises, going to be a big team, big step for his equipment, maybe he can do something, get back to victory lane. Eric Burton going over to Turner Fenway. Man, these guys moving up here.
Eugene and Max taking over the 24 3/4 way of the year, and ever since he joined this team, oh my gosh, we have done a lot better with that 24 car, and it's glad to see.
Yeah, the Max has really brought that 24 car up the grid, but it is not up the grid so far. He is right now 39th on the grid. You got Jesse Turner 41st right now. Wow, that is terrible. But he jumps up here
to 5th.
Wow, Turner, that's a big helping right there. 41st would have been terrible there. Everyone in this pack looks like they're doing well, but DeMax, he might be able to pick up with this fast pack here. Malik Nevins has done a very, very, very terrible year.
He's had a bad year.
He's had a bad year. Freaking, I think it's Rick Schultz who has started 12 more races than him, and he's ahead of him in points, and he's still struggling this year, even hitting the wall in qualifying. Jacob Hart's also not running well here, lagging again, so I apologize, folks. Jordan Fisher,
he was in the championship fight for a
while.
Season.
Fisher led the points at one time, and now is 21st, so he's really had a very miserable second half of the season. Trent Togger returning for Blue Flare next year, so is Allen for his own team. Ashley Mace
is retiring after this year. She had a great championship running with Silver this year, and then the last few races she just lost it, but she's done a really good job.
Ashley is just, she's right there. She's got 4 wins in her career, and many eyes are on her if she can get her final win, her 5th career win. Jake Bassinger, one of our title antagonists here, 40th, not running well right now.
Well, he's just running by himself. I think he's just trying to test the waters right now.
Maybe test the waters. We do have a little qualifying race coming up here Friday, 2 days from now. So, I mean, it's not going to be a big deal here. Qualifying, not really much of a big deal, but you always know. Coming in at DC, you need to try and run up front because wrecks do tend to happen, and it's hard to miss them, so you need to try and be out front when it happens here.
Cap's up there in 4th. Wow, really good run there.
This looks like it's a very fast pack. You see like a lot of low positions right here. Noah Hart right now in 3rd right now. Then you got Charlie Smith in 14th. That's not actually, Charlie Smith is actually running the qualifying here, but we're going to have Alan Cavanaro. Cavanaro didn't even know he was going to be racing here at DC. He thought he was done for the entire year, but Cavanaro is going to be coming back. He said he couldn't race at DC doing the qualifying here Wednesday, but he will be coming Friday for the qualifying race. But that car will have to go to the rear of the field. Time is ticking away here at DC. We don't even know who the fastest car is, but 2nd place right now is Jeff James. Man.
Turner's falling back down to 12th.
Fastest guy on the board right now, Charles Sanford.
He's had a good year.
Sanford has won a lot this year. He's right now, I think, 12th in the point standings. If you make it inside the top 10 in points, you make it on for the championship banquet. And Sanford, right now looking good right now, running 1st, drafting along with Jesse Turner. Turner 14th. I don't even know where Nick Mace
Jeffrey
is.
Lynn in 5th.
Jeffrey Lynn doing a great job for that little underfunded team. He will be returning for Horizon Group next season. He thought he was going to be retiring. He wanted to hang the helmet up, but he decided coming into the final week of DC, he was like, you know what, I really do want to race in Sony Cup for 2016. So Horizon Group, who wanted him anyways, tapped him on the shoulder. There's a wreck there. Wow, there's a big wreck there. DJ Curtis, Richard Johnson.
Aaron Taylor. Oh, Fisher.
Jordan Fisher there. DJ Curtis getting smacked around again.
Oh,
Sean Perkins, Jeffrey Lynn. Man, that was a nasty look there. Looks like everyone else was able to miss it. Oh boy, Perkins. Emma White's in there again. Jesse Turner is in this one here. He's going to have to go to a backup here, along with a lot of other guys as well. let's see right here. Oh, there's another big ass wreck.
Jordan Davis, Richard Johnson.
Ah, man, James Shelley is also in this one here. Big wreck here. Richard Johnson trying to get his way to pit road safely. Luke Martin.
Practice is over, guys.
Practice is over. Jesse Turner.
That's going to be a disappointment for them. They're already behind now.
They are behind here. Jesse Turner, the point leader, did not need that there. At least the good thing is here, the SCS officials, they will allow them to keep their spot as long as they just change the car and do all that safety work there. And the practice is over. We do not even know who the quickest guy is. It was Sanford earlier, but we're going to have to check and see
Drivers,
here.
to your cars.
Qualifying is done. And the fastest guy here, it is still Charles Sanford. Sanford will lead us down in dual qualifying number 1. Sanford will lead it over Noah Hart, then Jeffrey Lynn, Chris Louvier, Matthew Rodriguez, and Emma White. That will be the top 5. Then Jeff James will also have the pole for dual qualifying number 2 with Dom Capps, Jordan Davis, Andreas Allen, and Zebulon Stark. That's the top 5 for there as well. Sanford and James will start on the front row for the Daytona 500. If they wreck in their qualifying session, they will have to go to the back of the field though. So, yeah, and we're looking further down. Jesse Turner is 15th here, but he'll have to go to a backup here. Jesse Turner, don't know how his backup's gonna drive. He didn't drive at that backup at all. He has the backup ready and prepared, but is it as good as his primary? That's gonna be the big question here. Nick Mace, I don't even see him in the top 28. There he is, down in 38th. Jake Bassinger also down there at 40th. So Jesse Turner did have the better upper hand of Nick Mace and Jake Bassinger in qualifying, but will Jesse Turner's backup be anything as quick as it was his primary? That's going to hurt him really badly there. But tune in Friday as we're going to have the dual qualifying sessions. It'll be Charles Sanford and Jeff James leading our sessions here. And if Charles Sanford does not wreck in the dual qualifying sessions, Charles Sanford will be the pole sitter for the finale here. He has won 3 times this year. He's looking for a 4th win. A lot of guys want to close out this deal here and win the final race of the 2015 season. The year has flown by for some of these guys. Some of these guys are still really fighting to try for something else more. They are looking for rides for next year, and some of them don't have it here. Some guys like inside the top 10 here, like Chris Louvier, they don't have a ride here. They don't know what's going to happen for their career. Well, tune in 2 days here. We're going to have the race here, and also Charlie Smith here. He is not going to be racing for the speed weeks here. Like we said earlier, Smith was just out here qualifying the car, making laps for the car. That car will have to start at the tail end of the field for Alan Cavanaro when he flies down here to Washington, D.C. for Friday. So tune in for that, and we will see you guys later.
Thank you, and have a safe week.